Hi, welcome back to another video slash podcast episode. I don't have Muka with me today. You might notice he's absent if you're watching the video. He has a little checkup appointment at the vet, so he's taking the day off. It's just me today. But I'm really excited about this topic because today we are going to be talking about lucid dreams. We're going to be talking about what they are, how to lucid dream, why you would want to, and I'm going to be sharing my own personal experience of the lucid dream that I've had. And also, I'm going to quickly touch on if it is safe, if there are any dangers of lucid dreaming. So, there's a lot to get into. It is not a very nice day outside where I am at the moment. So I'm looking forward to just cozying up with my cup of tea here. And we're just going to get cozy and dive right in. So, what is lucid dreaming? A lucid dream is basically where you become aware that you're dreaming. So, you're conscious in your dream. You know that it's a dream. And in some cases, you can then choose to manipulate it and control what happens in your dream. So you could essentially choose who you see in your dream, what you do, where you are. So the reasons why someone might want to lucid dream might seem pretty obvious. I mean, you can control your dreams. So essentially, you could experience anything you want. You could experience your wildest fantasies. You could visit places that you've never been before that you've always wanted to go. You could get together with that person you've always wanted to, not judging. You could drive that car you've always wanted to drive. You could see what it's like if you were able to fly, give yourself superpowers. I mean, the list goes on. Really, if you are a pro lucid dreamer, you could have so many amazing experiences all inside your dreams. And in this way, it could be a really good manifestation tool because part of manifestation is feeling as if you already have whatever it is that you're striving for. So if you're able to lucid dream and you're able to experience in your dream state being a millionaire, driving this flashy car, taking all these trips to these exotic islands, buying yourself that designer handbag or whatever it is that you want, then you will be able to get into those feelings. You'll be able to feel as if, and this could really aid you in your manifestations. So, as I spoke about before, our subconscious mind is extremely powerful. If you're able to communicate with your subconscious in that way and have power over your dreams and make yourself dream that you are doing these amazing things and having this amazing success, being with the love of your life, whatever it is, then that's a really powerful way to get you into those feelings and to probably speed up your manifestation process. It could also be a way to confront your fears because you know that you're in a dream. Say, for example, you're really afraid of deep water. Then you could potentially have a dream that you are on a cruise ship. And that might help you conquer your fear of the water because you know that you're in a dream. So you know nothing bad is going to happen. You're not going to get hurt because you're in control. So it could be a really powerful way to conquer your fears as well. And it could also be a way of giving yourself some inspiration. Have you ever woke up from a dream and suddenly had a really, really good idea based on that dream? Maybe you dreamt up a new idea for your business, a new product you could sell, even just a way to approach a situation. Your subconscious mind and your dreams have given you inspiration in that sense. Your subconscious mind is amazing. It's one of my favorite things to talk about because it's so powerful and our subconscious takes in so much more information on a day-to-day basis than our conscious mind. So there might be things that your subconscious has picked up on, ideas that it's had, links that it's made that we're not really aware of when we're waking and we're conscious. But in our dream state, it might be able to show them to us. We might be able to get inspiration in that way. And the final reason why it would be really useful to lucid dream is you wouldn't have any nightmares because if you can control your dreams, then you can obviously decide that you're not going to have anything scary. You're not going to dream about scary clowns or your house burning down or your teeth falling out. I have dreamed about my teeth falling out so many times, and apparently that signifies anxiety. So if you dream about your teeth falling out, now you know why. It's stress and anxiety. You need to calm down. Yeah, if you're able to control your dreams, you wouldn't have any nightmares. And that actually leads me on to my personal experience with lucid dreaming. So, a little while ago, in fact, I think it was about a year ago now, I went through a phase of being really fascinated by sort of astral projection and lucid dreaming. And I decided I wanted to see if it was possible for me to lucid dream. So I started keeping a dream journal. That was one of the things that was recommended to do, to write down your dreams as soon as you wake up. I've always been pretty good at remembering my dreams when I wake up. So I decided to write them down and sort of analyze them, look them up online, what the meanings could be. And I just felt that that was a way of training myself to remember my dreams and then hopefully it would help me be aware of when I was in a dream. So I did that for a good few months and then I had a dream, and it was actually not a very good dream. So at the start of this dream, I was driving, I think it was in a foreign country. I know someone else was with me in this car, but I'm not sure who it was. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I was driving up this really, really steep hill. I got to the top, and then I don't remember what happened at the top. I don't know if I was just looking out at the view or something, but I ended up falling, and I ended up only holding on. It's like the scene out The Lion King when like Mufasa's just holding on to the cliff. That was me in this dream. So I was holding on to the cliff, and obviously it's like a really steep drop below, and I was really, really scared in this dream. Like it was not a good dream. I was really, really scared and anxious. And then all of a sudden I heard this voice in my head, and it was like, you're dreaming, you can control this. If you let go, you can decide that you're not going to fall. It was so weird, and I tried to explain it to people like after the fact, and it's so hard to describe without sounding a little bit crazy. But yeah, it was just this voice. I don't know if it was my voice. I don't know if it was like my higher self. I don't know if it was like someone looking out for me. I'm not sure. But yeah, it was like a little voice. It was like a little thought that told me that if I let go, I could choose not to fall, and I could choose to like save myself and like be okay. So I plucked up the courage and I did it. I let my hand go, and all of a sudden I was in water, like this beautiful, clear, almost like swimming pool water, I would say. Really, really clear. And I was just obviously floating down. You know, when you're in a swimming pool and you look up and obviously you can see like the water above you. I always used to do that as a kid. I still do that as an adult if I'm in a deep enough swimming pool. I like to go down to the bottom of the pool and look up. For some reason I find it really relaxing. So it was like that. It was all of a sudden really relaxing. I'd went from this really scary, really anxiety ridden dream to being really relaxed and having a really, really beautiful dream, having a really good experience. I don't remember how the dream ended, if I just woke up at that point. Like, I don't remember, but that was such a profound thing for me. It was such an amazing experience to know that I had the power to manipulate this and to like save myself from this anxiety and this terror that I was feeling and surround myself by water. I love water, by the way. I am such a water baby. I love swimming. The bath is like my favorite place on earth. So for my brain to be like, okay, you're going to save yourself, how are you going to do that? You're going to be surrounded by water. That was like the best thing for me. I guess I could imagine like a big fluffy cloud to land on, or like, I don't know, a big soft pillow or something like that. But in my head, it was water. So I found myself in lovely clear water, and I was looking up, and it was so, so nice. It was amazing. So yeah, that's my experience. That is the only experience I can remember having in terms of a lucid dream. I don't know if I have done it before and I just haven't remembered, but that one sticks out in my mind. I still really remember that one vividly. I remember when I was younger, I used to talk to one of my cousins, or she's not actually my cousin, she's like my mum's best friend's daughter, but we used to call each other cousins. And one of my cousins used to say that whenever she was having a bad dream, she could just tell herself that she's dreaming and she wants to wake up now, and she would wake up. And I always found that so amazing because I've never been able to do that. But as I've gotten a little bit older, I have had that ability a bit more, where I'm kind of aware that I'm dreaming and I can choose to come out of it, but I can't necessarily control it. So I can't necessarily turn it into a good dream. It's more just like I'm having a really bad dream, and then suddenly I have this little, I don't know, spark of consciousness that's like, this isn't real. You're dreaming, and you can slowly but surely wake up, and I can like guide myself out of it almost. So when I got into lucid dreaming, obviously I looked up how to lucid dream. How do you train yourself to do that? One of the first things that came up was doing reality checks throughout the day. So these are ways to test if you are dreaming or not, and it's basically designed to train your brain to know the difference between being in a dream state and to being awake. So there's various ones that you can do. The only one I really remember doing was, there's one where you're supposed to look in a mirror and like look into your eyes, and I think you're supposed to ask yourself if you're awake or tell yourself that you're awake. I think that that's something that you can't do if you're in a dream, apparently, is look into the mirror, like look into your eyes and tell yourself you're awake. I don't think you can do that in a dream. But there's other ones, like I was looking them up, and there's some really weird ones. Apparently one is to try and place a finger on the palm of your hand. Obviously if you're awake, it will just place on the palm of your hand, but if you're in a dream, it would go through. Again, I don't know if that's true. I guess that's why in cartoons and stuff like that, if they think they're dreaming, they pinch themselves. So it's some sort of like physical clue that I can feel that pain so that means I'm awake. So there's various different reality checks that you can do, but I found the mirror one was the least painful and invasive. So I did that. And also keeping a dream journal is a great way to get in touch with your subconscious. First of all, analyzing your dreams is really, really helpful to your waking life, because when we dream, we are working through problems, issues, things that we're thinking about in our waking life. So actually we can find a lot of solutions when we look into what we're dreaming about. And also it gives us an insight into how we're really feeling. Again, if you have the teeth falling out dream, then you're feeling anxious and stressed. There's loads of other dreams, like deep water is about emotions. There's loads of really fascinating interpretations of dreams and what they can mean. So it's definitely worth getting in touch with your subconscious and seeing what's going on in there anyway. Another tip, if you want to be able to lucid dream, is turn off all your screens at least an hour before bed. And you want to keep the room as dark as possible because light interrupts melatonin production. So if the room's nice and dark, you'll have lots of melatonin and that aids sleep and dreams. There was another tip, and it said to set an alarm between 4 and 6 a.m. to wake yourself up. And then, but like, so it said, yeah, wake yourself up between about 4 and 6 a.m. because that's usually your REM sleep period. But to turn your alarm off without looking at it, which first of all, don't think I could do that. But yeah, it said to turn your alarm off without looking at it and be as still as possible and slowly like let yourself go back into your dream. Because you woke up, your brain will know that it's conscious and it's aware that it's going into a dream, and you'll be able to control it that way. I've never tried that because I don't like messing around with my sleep. Okay, I love my sleep, so I'm not waking up at 4 a.m. to lucid dream. It's not going to happen. Other ones are to meditate. Again, meditation is a great way to get in touch with your subconscious, and it also is good to practice keeping your body still while your mind's awake. Listening to binaural beats between 4 and 8 hertz is good to aid lucid dreaming. This was an interesting one. Apparently, playing video games can help you lucid dream. So, if you're a gamer, then you're in luck. The idea is that in video games, we are immersing ourselves in a fantasy world that we control, which is very, very similar to lucid dreaming. So, yeah, apparently, if you enjoy video games, then you might be able to lucid dream. Just before we finish up, I wanted to touch on the subject of lucid dreams potentially being dangerous or risky. When I was Googling it, it was really interesting. Loads of people apparently had Googled if they could get stuck in a lucid dream, which I was like, that's a weird thought. But basically, from my very brief research on Google, the answer is no, because we only sleep and dream a certain amount of time, and it would be just not possible for us to get physically stuck in a dream. One of the other dangers of it is obviously your sleep quality suffering from it. A lot of the articles that I found said that lucid dreaming shouldn't really interrupt your sleep that much. There was some people that were suggesting that if you were in control of your dreams, then obviously you're conscious and therefore you might not be getting as much rest or as good a quality rest. But I think there's still a lot of studies that need to be done on this, so it doesn't seem like there's a definitive answer. However, if you are using the method of waking yourself up between 4 and 6 a.m., then yeah, that's going to disrupt your sleep. And I honestly wouldn't advise that because I don't think it's worth it. One of the articles that I found did say that it is not advisable to attempt to lucid dream if you suffer from mental health conditions such as schizophrenia, as lucid dreaming can exacerbate the symptoms of not being able to differentiate between reality and fantasy. So that's not a good idea. I think there is definitely more research to be done on this. I think it is an absolutely fascinating topic. So please let me know if you have the ability to lucid dream, or if you've had a lucid dream before. Please comment below or reach out to me on Instagram. My handle is at Sarah C. Meikle. I'll have all the links down below. I'll also have links to the articles that I used in my research. Yeah, if you like this, don't forget to like and subscribe and leave me a comment. I'm really enjoying talking about this deep, esoteric, interesting stuff. So I hope you're along for the ride with me. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.